Donald Trump's presidency is a dumpster fire, and the Epstein scandal is the rancid fuel keeping it ablaze. This orange-tinted buffoon, once the MAGA messiah, is now a whimpering, confused caricature, betrayed by his own rabid base and drowning in his own lies. From his deranged 3 a.m. Truth Social rants, to his appointment of an election-denying crackpot to secure our elections, Trump's not just weak, he's a walking mockery, a corrupt has-been whose desperation reeks worse than his cheap cologne. His refusal to release the Epstein files, his pathetic attacks on mail-in voting, and his cabinet's groveling worship expose a man so pathetic he's practically begging for humiliation. Let's tear into the clown show that is Trump's second term, where every move proves he's a fraud who'd rather burn democracy than face his own failures. Trump's Epstein debacle is the kind of self-inflicted wound only a narcissist of his caliber could manage. For years, he teased his cult with promises of exposing a shadowy elite, dangling the Epstein files like a carrot for conspiracy nuts. Now, when his administration slams the door on those files, claiming there's no client list of pedophile pals, his MAGA minions are howling betrayal. They're burning their red hats in viral videos, calling him a sellout who's shielding the very elites he swore to destroy. On Truth Social, Trump's flailing like a toddler in a tantrum, whining that his own supporters are weaklings, falling for a Jeffrey Epstein hoax cooked up by Democrats. This is the guy who built his brand on draining the swamp, now caught neck-deep in it, splashing around like a soggy Cheeto. His posts are a word salad of denial and deflection, blaming everyone from Obama to the media for his own cowardice. What's wrong, Don? Afraid those files might have a certain spray-tanned name in them? The man who once bragged about grabbing women is now grabbing at straws, and it's pathetic. Then there's his laughable appointment of an election denier to a top Homeland Security post, tasked with protecting our elections. This is the same genius who spread lies about Pennsylvania's 2020 vote, fueling Trump's January 6th fantasy that he could cling to power. Now she's in charge of election integrity? It's like putting a fox in charge of the henhouse, if the fox was also a raving lunatic. Trump's not even pretending to care about democracy anymore. He's handpicking lunatics to rig the game for him. His latest obsession? Banning mail-in voting, because apparently it's too fraudulent for his liking. Never mind that studies prove it's secure. Trump knows it's how Democrats vote, and he's terrified of losing another election. This isn't strategy. It's the panicked flailing of a man who knows his grip is slipping. The irony? His own attacks on mail-in ballots scared off Republican voters, costing him a key Iowa Senate seat in a district he won handily in 2024. Way to shoot yourself in the foot, genius. That Iowa loss sent Trump into a spiral, and boy, did he deliver the comedy gold. While his presidency crumbles, he's rage-posting about a late-night comedian's contract, calling him a dope with no talent or intelligence. This is the leader of the free world, folks. Reduced to a grumpy grandpa yelling at the TV at 3 a.m., probably with a Big Mac in one hand and a Diet Coke in the other. His brain's a mushy mess, slurring words and forgetting names, yet he's still obsessed with petty grudges. Meanwhile, his big, beautiful bill, a bloated giveaway to billionaires that gutted Medicaid, is so unpopular even his own party's running from it. Polls show his approval ratings in the toilet, with only 17% of Americans backing his Epstein cover-up. Even MAGA's had enough, with 36% of Republicans disapproving of his handling of the scandal. The guy who once had his base eating out of his hand is now being spit out, and it's glorious to watch. The cherry on this clown cake is Trump's cabinet meeting, a North Korean-style ego-stroking session that'd make a dictator blush. His lackeys lined up to worship him, calling him a champion for workers and a Nobel Peace Prize candidate. One even suggested slapping his big, beautiful face on a banner outside the Department of Labor. Are you kidding? This is a man who can't string two coherent sentences together. Yet his cabinet's treating him like he's curing cancer and saving puppies. No policy was discussed, just a group hug for Trump's fragile ego, which needs more coddling than a newborn. He lapped it up, grinning like he just won a beauty pageant, oblivious to how it screams weakness. A real leader doesn't need this kind of fawning. Trump needs it like oxygen, because without it, he's just a confused old man yelling at clouds. Trump's cognitive decline is the sad punchline to this whole mess. His Truth Social rants leap from attacking comedians to banning mail-in voting to bragging about DC crime stats. None of it makes sense. He's a walking caricature, a fading reality TV star who thinks he's still the main character. His base sees it too, mocking him on Truth Social with demands to release the files and stop protecting pedophiles. The man who once rode conspiracy theories to power is now their victim, trapped in a web of his own lies. His deflections, AI videos of Obama's arrest, threats to sue newspapers over a lewd Epstein letter he denies writing, only make him look guiltier. If he's so innocent, why is he sweating like a man who knows the truth? The MAGA rebellion isn't just a crack in his armor. It's a full-on mutiny, and Trump's too busy eating ice cream and rage-tweeting to notice. Every move Trump makes screams desperation. He's not the strongman he pretends to be. He's a brittle, corrupt fraud, lashing out at his own supporters because they dare question him. His Epstein stonewalling, his election-rigging schemes, his pathetic cabinet worship. All of it paints a picture of a man who's lost control. MAGA's turning on him, and he's got no one to blame but himself. The guy who promised to expose the elite is now their poster boy, a washed-up con man who'd rather torch democracy than face his own reflection. Keep digging, Don. You're only burying yourself deeper.